Are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready. Hello and welcome to Sip Away. I am Nicholas, and together with my co-host
Inga?
we are here to talk about everything and nothing.
Okay, so today I was thinking about the subject that I have also at my SFE class.
Oh, interesting.
Which
Tell us
is
more.
lägenhet.
Okay, so apartments.
Yes, apartments. So we're gonna talk a bit about the apartments since I think apartment is a big part of our life, to be honest. At least in my case, a lot of things depends. Like my happiness kind of depends on the place that I live, and if I'm happy in the place that I live. So I was going to ask you, what are 5 things you must have in your home?
That's a really good question, right? Because, yeah, like you said, where you live really affects how you feel. Do you mean in the house or about the house or the apartment in general?
I would not focus about like the fridge situation and the food and drinks and stuff like that. More like the items, like I don't know, wine opener or cheese slicer or like a shoehorn. You know, these type of things.
Yeah, okay. Because otherwise I was thinking like, the location of the apartment. But out of things, I would say, yeah, a shoehorn, definitely.
Okay,
That
that's
would
such
be
a
in
Swedish
the top
answer
5.
though.
It's for anyone that doesn't really, that wants to be able to put on the shoes so much easier.
You don't have to convert me. I already live
Yeah.
here long enough to be converted, to be honest.
I would also say for me, because I love sparkling water, is definitely a soda stream.
Okay, so we have soda streamer and then the shoehorn.
Yeah. We're doing this podcast, so computer, microphones, and all the podcast equipment is also good to have.
Okay,
Uh,
2 more.
Of course, a bed. Sleep is extremely important, so I'll go for that one.
I think
Like a nice bed.
If you would tell me that in my 20s that like you need a proper bed in your house, I would be like, no, like the cheapest. If I need to pay for it, the cheapest, just to have it. I'm not sleeping that much. I can sleep anywhere. But right now, I feel like the one thing that I could invest shit tons of money is a proper bed.
Yeah, it makes such a big difference. And I think as a 5th one, I think I have to go back to the kitchen, and I would say proper kitchen knives.
Okay.
I think that also makes such a big difference when you cook.
I think like you and my mom would not make an agreement. The problem is like, okay, the knives in my house are super sharp, but my mom is sharpening the knives that has been in the house for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So they don't have like a proper triangle shape. They're just like, I don't know, quite flat. So you cannot chop anything because the beginning of the knife is like smaller than the middle, so you have like a wobbly situation.
Oh yeah, that can be annoying.
Yes.
But sharp knives, I think they'll, of course, you have to use them carefully, but they make everything so much easier. So what about you? What you say is your like top 5 then?
Nice speaker. It doesn't have to be like a really, really good speaker, because if I would have a bunch of money, I would be a music connoisseur. But like right now, I feel like having Alexa is doing the job for me. So, but like something you can listen music on, and either TV or just like a Bluetooth speaker, or in general like a smart home speaker. Because I feel like I like to listen to music and I like to have music in the background. So that's 100%. I think small things that are making your place just your place. So either some nice paintings or posters or like figurines, like some personal touch to it. Because I feel like, especially when I started moving around in Sweden, it was so nice to have like a personal touch to every single place that I lived at.
Yep.
Even if I didn't have that much when it came to kitchen or like furniture itself, it always felt like home with that one.
That is nice. Do you have anything that you have had with you through like all the moves in Sweden? Any item that have made it all the way through until now?
Oof, that's a hard one. I think I have one poster that I got for my birthday like 4 years ago, and it's a Polish author. He's called Maciek Polak, and the poster's name is Zozia. It's the hollow one. It's on a holographic paper.
Oh, that's very cool.
Black print on a holographic paper that basically shows northern lights, and this is the one that like traveled with me through all of the apartments, and it's quite big because it's like 60 by 90. So it's a proper big poster you can put on the floor, and it's already making your bedroom more cozy.
That is really nice.
So I would say that 100% plants, just so you can kill them every 2-3 months.
Yeah, I think that happens more than people think. Like, suddenly you think it's doing good, then you look away for a day and you're like, oh no, that's another plant gone.
Yes. Bye-bye, sweet dreams, my little angel. Yeah, so 100% that. And okay, I love toasties. So either with like a waffle maker that you can just make toasties in, or just a proper toast sandwich maker. So that's the essentials. That's what makes my home my home. Yeah, but speaking of plants, do you have the urge of buying new plants this year, or are you settled with the amount?
I mean, I think we have few plants in our apartment already. So like I wish I had the space to add a few more. So not really currently, I would say. The only thing that I would probably try to do again when we come a little bit later into the year is to try to do some more herbs and so on as well, or maybe some tomato or something that you can have, in small pots that you can actually use and eat. So like maybe some basil and stuff like that are always really nice when you're cooking as well, to just take your own little herbs.
Yeah,
so I think some herbs
ones.
later on.
Fresh herbs are always something that like it's nice to use. I feel like it's on an extra level. So I don't know if you ever thought about it, but like moving from place to place, especially when you're studying or you're new in the city, you just set your apartment with necessities, and then at some point you step on the extra level that is like a privilege, that you would think that like, oh, the student version of you, or like the one that just moved into the apartment, was thinking that like, oh, it's such a privilege to, let's say, have a little pot with fresh herbs, or like a proper, sofa, and then armchair, and then the bookshelf, and like those tiny things that you just go step by step.
Yeah, I mean, also you tend to, I think, prioritize different things as well, right? Depending on where in life you are, right?
Yeah,
like
of
how
course.
I would want my house, my apartment now compared to when I was like 10 years ago, it would look totally different, right? Even if you had like, you could buy everything you wanted in that apartment, it wouldn't look the same.
Okay, so you would not make like a gaming dungeon anymore? Did you ever wanted to make like a gaming dungeon?
I mean, not really a game. I wouldn't say it's not a gaming dungeon, but I would think now it's also more about, the comfort, right? It's like, when we are like 20 years before, it's like, yeah, a nice bed, that's okay. You wouldn't really look like how it feels and so on. Now it's
IKEA,
like much
the
more
cheapest
important.
one. Take
exactly.
all of my
Like,
money.
It's okay, I can use that. I can use the money on something else. Like, you'd save on things that now you would value much more, I think.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think like being almost 30 comes with such a peaceful wave of like understanding that sometimes it's better to like toss away unnecessary stuff, save up money, and get yourself something nice, clothes-wise, furniture-wise, and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I think like 20-year-old me, I don't think I would be like, oh yeah, I want like get to grow a garden and have plants and take care of them and so on, right? Even if you had the space, that's the thing that'll come later on. So I think when you get new hobbies and stuff as well, right? You also get new things you want to do.
But I think that there is a part of our lives that like, obviously it depends on the person, because I know a bunch of people that are older and also don't spend that much time in the house, and they mostly spend time outside. But I think like for me, I played around, I had my fun, and right now I want to have cozy little housewife.
Yeah, I mean, I think also it's kind of helps that we are in Sweden and in winter, right? And then it's kind of dark. You don't really want to go outside. You want to stay inside and cozy up and so on. I think if I had like room to buy more things and do one more collection, I would want to have a bigger board game collection.
Okay. That one is tricky for me because I know personally, like me and Michael and I, we have a lot of board games. Like at least he has a lot of board games. But the problem with those games is like you have to have more than two people to play.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. So you end up having a bunch of cool board games and you play them like maybe once in a
Yeah.
while and you're like, do I really need it? And so on. I totally get what you mean. And that's why I really haven't gotten any more, even though
Yeah.
I would want to have much more, you know?
Oh, by the way, side note, me and Nicholas and Emma and Michael, we had like a little cute board game evening on Friday. And it was such a nice experience. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that we're gonna have so much fun without any like exciting things and alcohol and stuff like that. Like just a cozy hangout, you know. When we grabbed takeaway, had some board
Yeah, I mean,
games.
takeaway board games can be really nice. We tried different ones. One of my favorite ones, it's called Code Names.
He's really bad at it.
I mean, depends who you ask. But if anyone wants an easy board game that you can play with a lot of people, because you just literally in two teams, so it doesn't really matter how many you are. So yeah, that's a quick and easy recommendation. You have any board game you would want to shout out, tell people about?
My favorite one is Catan.
Oh
And
yeah, that's
then,
good as well.
Ticket to Ride.
Oh yeah,
100%.
both of them are really good.
Yeah, obviously code names are good. But the problem with code names is that it doesn't matter how you think, you need to kind of know how the other person thinks.
Yeah, that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah, because some of the connections are quite not connectable for me at least. Uno is good, but Uno is like the situation for like picnic or a day at the beach,
Yeah,
I would say.
and I think Uno is one of those games that, every time I've played it with people, it feels like everyone just have their own rules. I don't know how people keep inventing more and more Uno rules. It's like, can no one just read the actual instructions of it?
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
I'm not gonna even deny it because my family came up with like the savage rules. When you have to like you can beat +2 and you can beat +4 and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just,
most people just, play until someone wins, right? And you say you win. But technically, you should actually count points. And when you get enough amount of points, you're out and the last person in the game wins. But, like, who really plays Uno like that?
I don't
But that is technically the Uno rules.
okay.
So, like, Uno is literally one of those games that I think have been reinvented so many times. But it's actually really fun. But it can also be the start of many arguments, feels like.
Yeah, I guess so. But nothing beats Monopoly, though. And I don't think anyone is playing Monopoly by rules because apparently, if you play Monopoly by rules, the game takes like
Yeah, it's also kind of
hour
fast.
or 2
Yeah.
hours. You know, it's not like 3 days type of situation that used to be in my family.
No, because like technically, if you land on a square, either you buy it or it goes up for auction. So everything becomes sells out very fast, and then everything goes much faster as well.
Yeah. To be honest, I would want to play Monopoly right now because it's been a while.
Yeah, why not?
I just want to have a family fight.
I don't even own a Monopoly. Do you own one?
No. We used to own one, the one with like the cards that you could swipe in or something. Like
Oh, I've seen the credit card one, but I've never had
it's
it.
annoying. Like you want, I'm the type of girly. I want the cash in my hand, and then like I know how much I have. With the credit card, I'm like, you cannot trust me. I'm just buying everything until I'm running out of money, and then like I bank. I have to.
Or do you mean that you want the cash you can actually steal some on the side and be able to cheat a bit, while the credit card will just actually keep you actual balance?
No, I would never do that. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw a really interesting trend on Reddit, and it was called January Cure. So it's basically like apartment therapy when you declutter your apartment in January.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that was a trend, but I have been doing that for the past couple of days together with Emma. It's just nice to start the new year and like, you go through a cabinet or a wardrobe or the drawers and you're like, okay, let's take everything out, let's put it back in, see what we use, what we don't use, etc., and be able to throw away stuff. So I can see why it's a trend. It's really nice, and you feel really good afterwards.
So I know what people are actually doing. They are writing numbers from 1 till 31, and then put them in a bowl and pull the random number every single day.
Okay.
And based on the number that they pulled out, they have to toss out the amount of things. So in total, I think it's like, oh my God, I'm really bad at math, but I think it was like 300 something, 356 objects that you have to toss out.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of like having to toss out a specific amount of number of things. I just prefer being like, okay, now I'm looking through this box. Does really want it or not, and then just take stuff from there. But like having, okay, now you need to take away so many things. I don't really like that.
Okay, so like
It'll feel more annoying than
there
anything.
is that show with Marie Kondo when she's basically coming to some American houses and helps
to check
them
if it
clean.
sparks joy.
Yes, exactly. But I saw a better version of it because, like, obviously what she's telling everyone is that, like, you have to grab the objects in your hand and feel the joy. And if it sparks joy, you keep it. If it doesn't spark the joy, you just drop it, right? You toss it away. But I saw some woman saying that this is not the proper way of cleaning. When you take an object that you are not sure if you want to have in your house, you have to think if you would keep that object if it had poop on it. Because if you would want it to clean and keep it and try to rescue, yes, then keep it. If you would be like, no, fuck it, then you should toss it away.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to see it.
I feel like it's such a ridiculous thing to imagine. Because, like, I don't know, like, you have a vase.
Yeah, it's like, how did that happen?
Okay, so since I'm in such a sparkling mood today, I prepared a fun game for you.
Ooh, let's go.
Okay, so I did a list of 10 Polish words that you will have to read.
Okay, this sounds dangerous and hard.
Yes, I picked the hardest one. And then you have to guess the meaning of the word.
Okay.
Okay, I sent you the list, so you should have it. Do you have it?
Yep, I have it.
Okay, so we can start with the word number 1.
Szczęście.
It's szczęście.
I mean, not bad for first try. That very hard word to pronounce. I have no idea. I see an S. I will go for a random guess of scissor.
Happiness.
Not at all close.
Okay. Let's go.
Number 2. Bezględny.
Bezględny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I think like you could make a run for Polish as your next language.
I mean, I think that's a bit too hard. I think I will leave that to Michael to continue learning.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What does that mean?
I can give you the tip that bez, it means like without. So it's kind of like you have to divide this on 2 words. So without something.
Without... Oh, now we're looking for a phrase now. Now I'm even more confused here. I don't know. Without you or something?
No, it's ruthless.
Okay, I thought it would contain the without you.
No, so it's like bezwzględny. You can divide on like, obviously as a word, it's joined together, but like it comes from not having like the inside or something, you know, like inside.
I think you just confused me more.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't have get ruthless with that.
yeah. Okay, the third one is my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I think they forgot the vowels in this word. Let's see here, guys. It's like ZD, ZBLO, so zblo.
Zbo, yeah.
Yeah, they totally forgot the vowels in that one.
Yeah.
And let's go for something ridiculous. Let's go for a book.
A book?
Yeah.
Książka. I confused myself. I forgot. The problem with games is sometimes I forgot that I'm not the one playing them. No, źdźbło, it's a blade of grass.
Okay, Yeah, that's easy guess. Um, and then we have Krzyzaszcz.
Książcz. Yeah, it's a beetle.
I will guess beetle. Yes, 1 point.
Whenever there are foreigners asking about like, oh, tell me something in Polish, I feel like Polish people like to play little games because obviously the first sentence, like you will always say to foreigners, is książcz brzmi w Trzcinie, w Szczebrzeszynie.
I mean, that is a very hard sentence to
But
say.
like you will never use like it is a tongue twist, so you will never use that combination in Polish.
Yeah.
Or you rarely use that because it's mostly for like, but that's a Polish show off.
Yeah, to just be able to like pronounce it and so on.
Yes.
That's a hard one.
Okay, we are going with the last one, the fifth one.
The fifth one, let's see. Przestrzeń.
Przestrzeń.
And what could that even mean? I don't know, something random. Maybe outdoors.
It's actually close because it's a space area.
Well, there we got lucky.
Yes, I think you should reconsider because your pronunciation was quite on point. As a first go, and then like the list of 5 the hardest words in Polish.
I mean, from what I can see on this list, they don't really like vowels.
No, I would say like the Polish language is basically kind of like a combination of German version of Russian, if I could combine, because like obviously we have kind of like a Slavic grammar, but like we also have the hard vowels, and it's like the hard pronunciation of the words, because I think Russian and Ukrainian in general, like those Slavic languages are quite soft.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say like it's in between. Okay, so what's the language that is like super hard for you to recognize?
I mean, I think it's probably gonna be like countries that are way too close to each other. I don't know. I think, for example, I would probably not at all be able to guess between like, I don't know, say like Lithuanian and Estonian, for example, right? Or if I just hear them speak fast without really listening, like if it's, is it Austrian or German? Like, yeah, maybe like it's kind of German-ish, but then, if you don't really know exactly where they're from.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think stuff like that are more like you kind of understand which family the language is in, but then you're like, But yeah, what were we talking about before we went into the rant about languages?
Apartment. We are going around cleaning apartments and decluttering apartments. So what tips would you give our listeners about like cleaning the apartment?
I mean, I think it's kind of simple, but it's just like take the time and just do it. It kind of are, not the most fun thing to do. And it takes usually time, and it will look messy while you're doing it because you have to take out a bunch of stuff, look through them and so on. But it will feel so much better afterwards. And I think, you just have to really think like, when have I actually used this last? I think that's good as well, right? Because sometimes you keep things because you think you may use them, and then you look back at last year and you're like, yeah, I said exactly the same thing last year when I would look through, and then you're like, do I really need it?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So I think a good first measurement at least is like, when did I use this last, or how often do you actually use it?
Yeah, I think what always like make me think when I'm cleaning is like the amount of trash that we're producing as humans, because it's like you keep throwing the stuff away, you keep decluttering your apartment, and you still have so much trash, so many things that like at the beginning you got them because you thought that like they will bring you happiness or they're gonna be necessary and stuff like that, and at the end ended up in some cabinet or something.
You just maybe use them once, or then you're like, no, it's more hassle than it's worth.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's one of the things that I kind of want to focus on the side with, like, obviously cleaning and such, not buy so many things.
Yeah.
And make more like reasonable purchases than a bunch of like stuff that are unnecessary but kind of wanted, and like, you know, the it's like having a crush. It's just for this, it's just for a second. Okay, so I'm still in a very playful mood, and I have another thing that we can test you out on.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 5 quotes, and some of them are BookTok quotes, and so the other are from Bible. And your job is gonna be guessing which quotes are from which category.
Okay, this can be interesting.
Okay, so I'm starting with the quote number 1. He was both her ruin and her salvation.
I mean, I would say BookTok for that one.
Yes, you're correct.
Thank you.
I have loved you with an everlasting love.
I mean, I would say BookTok for that one as well.
It's a Bible.
Oh.
There is no fear in love, only power.
Bible?
BookTok.
Ah,
Okay.
started good.
You were made from dust, but you were dreamed of before the stars.
BookTok?
BookTok, yes. The heart is a disciple above all things.
BookTok?
Bible. They're so similar, like not super similar, but like
Yeah, but it's hard.
yeah, it is hard. I feel like BookTok is getting better, but at the same time, for people who are shaming BookTok, you have similar quotes in the Bible, so watch yourself.
But with that, goodbye and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.